How was it? Everybody was muted except Charles.
I could hear somebody.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
Charles.
I
Charles
heard
wasn't
someone
muted.
sniff.
How
I
you
thought
manage
it
that?
was
One?
Todd.
I was muted when you started the countdown. I didn't know it would unmute me.
Wow, that's weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
it's
right.
weird.
That's Belly Strange.
Yeah, it's
Hello,
weird.
Tiff.
But stupid.
Hey,
I got my
everybody.
notification.
Hey, everybody. How's it going?
Howdy,
Welcome
folks.
to John's Friday night do nothing show. I'll be doing something. I'm not sure what I'm doing yet, though. Holy cow, the crowd, the chat is just loaded with everybody.
You got
Steve, Pat, Steve, Mike, Pat, Jerry, Mike, Jerry, Tiff, Jerry, Mike. Hey, everybody, how's it going? So what's everybody up to on Friday night?
Same thing I was doing last night.
Me too.
Resting after being in the shop all day.
Well, you see, the whole bottom row apparently thinks today was Saturday.
It is. Every day of the
Yeah.
week.
Yeah.
Every day Saturday for me.
Saturday in the park. I thought
Yep.
it was the 4th of
Yeah.
July.
Yep. Hello, Mark.
Hello, Mark.
Mr. Lindsay.
Oh, he must have been
Hanging on
working
the
in the
cam. It's
shop.
gonna be early.
Hello,
night.
Mark.
Oh, an early night. Early night? Why an early night, Mark? What have you been up to?
Folks, we cannot ignore Robin looking all pretty and stuff. All of us are underdressed.
Not your blanket. Get off.
Nah, it's just Robin.
Okay,
You get on this blanket right here. It's your blanket.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Well, you know, if you pay her as much attention as we pay Charles, she might end up as much of an attention whore as he is.
Yeah.
Hello, Dennis.
Hi, Dennis.
She might talk more often then.
Yeah.
Oh, Robin, you look so nice tonight.
I'm not sure how to take that, John, but what do you?
You look so lovely this evening. Make them boys.
I know I printed this stuff
giddy.
off. I know I printed this stuff off before, but I can't find it now.
Oh my God. I had to waste the ink and do it again.
Oh no, I gotta waste all my laser ink that lasts a year. So I'll print that one. No, I know I have them done. Because I double
Look
stacked
up on
them.
the top shelf on the left.
Just don't know where. No,
Herb will
doesn't
tell you
help.
where it is.
That doesn't help.
It always used to work with Dale.
But since Dale moved, I can't help him. My
Oh, he
fingers are out
moved?
of range.
Ah, okay.
This one. There's the other one. Ow. So itchy.
Oh no, he's got fleas. Give him a flea bath. Somebody quick.
Oh man, I was watching this video about what are they, sand fleas? And they're freaking huge.
Yeah,
And
they are.
They but he was just filming the beach before the wave came in, and apparently they started climbing through the sand to the surface before the wave come up, and then there was a couple, 2 or 3, 4, and then all of a sudden the whole beach filled right up with them. It's like,
Wow.
what the hell is that?
Be running from that.
Larry's wanting to know how all his best friends are.
All of them?
That's what it
That's
says.
how all my best friends tonight. I'm doing just spiffy.
I'm all right.
6 years ago.
All right.
Jeez. Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure my last cartridge lasted. Oh, geez, probably got to be about 6 or 7 years. I think it lasted.
Damn.
Hello,
Yeah, so I'm-
Jason Rishaloff.
Not really worried
No.
about using a lot of toner.
Normally they got a shelf life of a couple of years.
I think I waste more paper than I do ink. You know, because I only print like one thing on a page.
Yeah. Hello, Jason.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I already have this prepped and drilled somewhere. But oh well.
Okay, I'm back. Hello, Mike. Hello, Jason.
Oh,
Hello,
I missed Mike. Hello, Mike.
Mr. Nealon, sir. Steve. Whatever your name is. Said Mark. I said hi to Mark already. Dennis. Who'd I miss? Okay.
Hey Lee.
And stuff. Excuse me.
Like I'm cutting paper.
Cool.
Listen to that.
I'm cutting cheese, but you probably don't want to listen to that.
Is it Gruyere or Munster?
It's stinky.
Mike says,
Oh, it's Parmesan.
Mike says, did get my printer working last week. I just need a cable though. John was right about that.
What?
And it's
John was
hot in hell, let's say.
John was what? One more time. John was what?
Right
John
about
was
that.
wrong. He didn't need a cable.
Oh, John was right. I hate
Hello,
her
Nancy.
all the
Little
time.
Treasure by Nancy has joined us.
Hello, Nancy. How are you today, ma'am?
Ma'am.
Oh, man.
You know, John, elders get respect.
What does ASMR stand for anyway? Does anybody know?
I think Tiffany knows.
Hello, Mimi. Lady Nine is also in the chat.
I'm not saying. Oh my gosh.
Tiff
Autonomous
says,
sensory meridian response. Okay, but what does it mean? Like, but what does it mean?
hey, Nancy.
I think it's like a chill.
A chill? No, you're a
Hey,
chill.
John.
Take a chill pill. Yes.
Rook.
Oh, fishy. Squishy fishy. Carrie would call it squishy fishy. Here, fishy, 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 fishy. Cool, cool. So you got it all fixed up and done?
Yep.
But you didn't turn anything for it, Billy.
No, my turning project got put on hold for a minute.
Oh.
I'll get back to it in the morning.
Got put in hold for a scroll sawing project.
Yep.
You know how that's going to turn out for you now, don't you?
What's that?
If you put all your turnings to the side and start doing scroll sawing, I don't know.
No, I'm not going to do that. My 3 lathes would divorce me. Can't have that. Mark said it's basically a relaxing, almost hypnotic effect of the brain and body, or on the brain and body. And Nancy said it's a relaxing, often sedative sensation that begins on the scalp and moves down the body, also known as brain massage. It's triggered by placid sights and sounds such as whispers, accents, and crackles.
No.
So, and Janet Seville is on from Facebook, and she said, Robin's hair looks nice tonight. Yes, it does.
Hello, Janet.
Yeah, it looks
Always
great.
looks better in curls. Always.
It looks all right.
So, should I use my ASMR
Oh my
voice
God.
throughout this?
Whatever
Well-
floats your boat.
Carrie posted something today too, and it was wait, I gotta find it now.
Tip said ASMR makes me want to punch people. So you don't want me to? So you don't want me to talk like this,
I'm
Tip?
waiting.
Thank you, Jason.
Okay, Carrie posted this morning. She posted, it was a memory from a while ago. Getting angry at people when we listen to them breathe or eat is called misophonia, which is an actual brain disorder. Now, every time Carrie's
I
all
have
like,
that.
every time Carrie's all like, I'm like, go shit somewhere else. Like, can't you wait till I turn the TV on first, right? Like, it drives me nuts. It's like, "Grr."
Janet said, hey, John, just popped in for a minute. You are all so hilarious. Thank you, Janet. So,
Wait, is that Janet Gilmore?
Tip, yeah, Janet Seville.
Oh,
Saville.
Well,
Tiff said, God,
these are,
no.
these are her signs I'm doing for her.
Oh,
Whatever happened to Janet Gilmore?
I see her once in a while post on one of the other
Have-
sites.
Mark said, have you ever listened to someone talk and their voice is so smooth and resonant that it almost puts you to sleep? That's an example of ASMR. Yeah, I have that brain disorder where the sound of people eating drives me insane. Actually, it pisses me off like you cannot imagine. Instantly, I am angry.
Well, if you're talking about like lip smacking, yeah, that's disrespectful.
No,
as hell.
just the sound of someone eating, even with their mouth closed.
Yeah, just somebody eating just drives me like it sounds like you're
Yeah.
right beside my ear.
Yeah.
Or even during romantic times where
Well.
somebody's licking your ear, it's like you're hearing
We know what pisses Russ off.
ham.
That is diggy hole.
Is Russ on the phone? Why is Russ on the phone? What the hell?
He's got
Well, and calling him
oh, you don't.
Puerto Rico.
something Charles used to call him pisses him
Yeah,
off pretty good too.
your ear's burning, Russ.
He's muted himself. He can't talk.
Hi, Russ.
I knew y'all were talking about me, but I didn't give a rat's butt what you were saying.
I was just telling him what pisses you off. I know two things.
I
What's
know
that?
one thing. That name
What
that
Charles
Charles used to
say and
call
what
you.
I seen.
Oh, don't do that.
I didn't bring it up. They did.
That name that Charles used to call me, yeah, I don't like that either.
Well, I found out the hard way he was serious when he left. Did that really piss you off? Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, Lordy.
I'll tell you what, my wife and her daughter, our oldest daughter, both cannot stand me when I scrape the bottom of the cereal bowl.
Why? Well, what? Just drink it.
I don't drink it. I scoop out every little drop.
Just drink it. It's
Can't do it because then
Yeah.
you leave some of the crumbs in the bottom of the bowl, and then I gotta scrape the bowl to get them.
Swish it around.
Yeah, but I do.
You
I
you
do
swish it
that.
around. It's called
It's like
centrifugal
standing
centrifugal
control.
motion. You swish it around and then you pour it.
I'm not
That-
panning
that-
for gold in a cereal bowl, damn it.
Then you
You want
lick
them
the bottom of
crumbs,
the
you are.
bowl.
That don't work. That don't work with ice
No.
cream, by the way. You got to scrape the bottom of the bowl.
I
Yeah,
scrape the bottom of the bowl in every bowl of
They'll
stuff I
kick
eat.
you out of Denny's if you can lick the bottom of the bowl. Don't
Well, it's
ask
like-
me how I know this.
It's like scraping your fork on a plate. Well, okay, number one, why is your fork upside down? Why's your
Some
fork
people eat
upside
like that.
down that is scraping the plate?
In case anybody was wondering, it's 32
Look at it,
Celsius, hot,
if
sunny
I'm-
in
if I'm-
Calgary.
If I'm eating beans, by God, and I'm using a fork, I'm not going to put it.
Why are you eating
Upside
beans
down.
with a fork? You should be eating them with a spoon.
I do sometimes. Sometimes I have a fork and I use my
No,
fork.
no.
I use whatever damn utensil I want.
Larry said, I have the
Drink
disorder
it.
in my mouth
Oh.
kicks
Just
in
drink it.
beginning
There.
here before my
Just
brain.
stick it all into a cup and drink it then.
No silverware for you.
I'm never eating at a restaurant with Russ. I'll say. All right.
Get him a
We used-
freaking spork.
We used to know a girl that if you put a piece of cloth in your mouth and bit down on it with your teeth, it would drive her nuts. The sensation of cloth on her teeth made her
Teeth-
insane.
teeth
I
on a
don't.
wooden popsicle stick.
I,
Oh my
I don't
Lord.
know why.
I can't even think about that without it.
Oh, that don't bother me at all.
The thing about scraping the bowl or scraping a plate is it doesn't have the sound of fingernails on a chalkboard, which I can understand that one.
It's the
Because that
same.
sends shivers down my back.
Same sound.
But
Let's see.
it's not the same.
It's the same sound. Get a piece
Is
of bread.
It affects the people that don't like it the same as the chalkboard thing does.
Does it?
Yeah.
When I see that, I'll throw a couple of extra scrapes in there. To get on the
I can barely talk about teeth across a wooden popsicle stick without it shivering me up and down.
Mm,
I got to get every last drop of that.
that's right.
Off of
That's
that
right.
popsicle
I
or ice
promise.
cream stick. Like if it's a,
If it's a dreamsicle, I want the whole thing.
oh yeah.
Well, I mean,
mhm.
you can lick it. You don't have to use your teeth. Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Hey, we're not on another show, Charles. Shut your mouth.
I was talking about a damn popsicle stick. Come on. God, even on a good show, even on a trolling show, that's what I meant.
Oh wow. Mark said the cloth on the teeth thing drives me up a tree too, Billy. That
I've
is
never
so
seen claws
strange.
on a teeth. Or,
No,
I've
like
never
this.
heard that.
well, that's weird.
But it doesn't make a sound. I don't understand that.
God forbid if she ever gets kidnapped and they stick
Mark
a
said,
rag
or
in her mouth.
pulling the drawstring on a hooded sweatshirt. Grrr.
Or
Wow.
a zipper in church. I know, man. They look it's funny.
Charles.
I
Why?
hate when the priest does that.
I meant a jacket zipper. I don't know what the hell you're thinking.
Oh my God.
Y'all assume the worst on that one. I'm innocent as hell now. Bad choice of words. Somebody back me up here, dang it.
Nope.
Jackets
No.
have zippers.
You dug that hole.
I didn't dig nothing. Herb, that was your cue.
You did, you hoe. Here, let me play a 5-second clip from that.
Tiff is
Tiff
saying,
said, so are you cutting something tonight, John?
Wow, your phone is loud, Russ. I can hear that vibrating over here.
I thought it was my phone. He said poop, not heck.
Sorry.
I'm
Let me
not
go
okay.
ahead and do this. All right, now you won't hear it no more. Neither will
My
I.
God.
Mark
That's
said,
the way I
I can
like it."
watch someone else do it with no problem. I can't do it, though. It used to drive Bunny nuts. I would put a piece of my T-shirt or whatever in my mouth, and she would go ape.
I don't know if this is Leonard Davis or not, but he says,
It
one
is.
beautiful lady and a bunch of old guys. This is scary.
Hello,
Yeah,
Lenny.
That's Leonard Davis.
Hello, Leonard.
Good to see you,
Hi,
Leonard.
Lynn.
Well, we figured it was probably better to bring someone like that in so that John could get more views.
Yeah, thank you,
Yeah,
Leonard.
I
I, mean,
wouldn't
I
have
have
to-
been working out and working on my makeup.
Wouldn't have to
My-
depend on me to be the eye candy.
My cleavage shot and farmer tenders weren't making it for you guys. So I had to bring a Robin in.
Yep.
Well, I can't compete with what John just did, so I'm just going to sit here.
Oh, you guys want to see me cut something tonight?
Oh,
Sure.
sure.
Oh, so okay. So hey, everybody, how's it going?
Certainly.
John here.
Hi,
with
John. How are you today?
What if I could scroll portrait design and Woodworks, and you can find me on Facebook and Twitter and Twitch and Instagram and over at whatificouldscroll.com, sponsored by Harnell Media.
Who was that? Was that Billy?
No, it wasn't me.
And let's have the rest of the panel introduce themselves. Robin, go ahead, introduce yourself. Tell everybody where they can find you at.
Hi, I'm Robin from Robin's Buys and DIYs. And
Hi, Robin.
Hi,
And-
Robin.
Hi, Robin.
hi. And I do shopping hauls, try-ons, and DIYs.
You perked Herbie right up. My God. Tammy Michael Bowl has joined us on Facebook.
Hello, Tammy. And Mark said we've been trying to help Robin raise her standards, but she insists on hanging out with these guys.
The Herb Jason left you a message. You're welcome.
That's all you get. The wife's behind me.
Okay, Robin's supposed to point at the next person, correct?
Yeah, and down at the far end over there. There you go. We can't see you pointing
Can't see
over.
my hand.
There you
Hang on. I'm not looking at the right screen. That's why.
Down at the far end, we got Billy Burt from
The Messy Studio, Billy Burt on Facebook, or Billy Burt Senior on Facebook. Billy Burt Senior on Instagram, or The Messy Studio on Instagram, The Messy Scroller, and The Messy Studio, or Billy Burt on YouTube.
And I guess that's my cue.
Oh,
You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube under Herb Scrolling Station, Herb's Wood Art, or Herb Cooper. And over to you,
It's down now.
Russ.
Rusty Nails with a Z. Gotta put that Z or you get that other guy.
Word.
Wood Shop. My God. Yes. Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And any other live that'll have me. Hey.
hello, Shay.
I am Thundernut. Sorry,
Hey,
I'm
where'd he go?
Charles Deering. I'm over here.
Oh, okay. You changed it. Yeah.
Charles
Hey
Deering.
there. Look at
Woodmission.com. And
.com.
everybody go to your room. I can't. Who am I? Instagram and Facebook. I go by the Charles Deering. Charles Deering Scroll on YouTube, and in somebody's doghouse. Back to you, Thundernut.
wow.
What? That's
Hey Shay, how's it going?
Mark says we in our rooms.
Hello, Shanna.
No, that's Herb's fan, man.
21 of them watching.
No, it's not my fan. I can tell you that now. It's John.
It's
Oh,
not my fan. My fan's like on.
I don't
Mine-
have a fan.
Mine's pointed that way. Above me.
Alrighty, so
Ain't-
let's
it ain't mine.
let me change cameras here.
Everybody's saying hi to Shay right now. Hey man, I could see it.
Show you what I got. This is what I was doing yesterday, right? So these two wedding signs I've been working on. This one here, and this one here. And so far I got the names. Last names are all cut out. First names are all cut out. I got some sanding to do on no. And then I'll stain them. And tomorrow morning I'll prep the backers. Like I said, for this one here, I'm going to do strips of cedar, and I'll cut all those up, and then I'll laminate them all together so they're all herringbone on there. And then I got cedar tongue and groove I'm going to laminate up to make this whole background. I was looking at this, and I was thinking I was going to actually do three trees separate on the sides, but laminate. I don't know. I think I'll laminate this whole section. You know what? I'm just gonna laminate it all, and I'll cut it all out at one piece of laminated. It'll have to be on a backer, so it'll stand out better. But so tonight I'll cut it. So tonight I'll cut out these the letters. So these here. So these ones will be individual cut letters, and these ones will be cut out of another piece of board. And the board is right here. Oh, look at that pretty board. Yeah, there's some scrap planking that I got at work. And
Per day.
milled it down and sanded her up and
Nice.
start drilling and cutting those up for you guys. I'll be doing that. So while I'm doing that, you guys can talk amongst yourselves in the background and keep
we
it a
have
little
to?
clean.
What are you going to be
Keep it a
doing?
little clean.
I got arrested
Drilling.
for talking amongst myself.
I got
Drilling
it. Oh, okay. I got interrupted for a minute.
They didn't say hi to me. I wasn't on the list.
You better get him, Shay, because he cries.
A lot. He cries a lot.
I can hear y'all. Just oh, I'm on Candy Cannon. Driller says Robin's got curls. Mark says, "What was
I'll
the
be
middle?
right
What
back.
was that middle part, John 10-4 Rush?" Mimi Lord has joined us. Charles, did you finish your marine?
Hello,
I
DD.
still got a.
DD Driller's in.
I still got to paint it, Mimi, but the cutting part is done.
Hey,
Hello,
hey,
Mimi.
Oh, what was Mark asking? What was that middle part?
Probably the
middle part was going to be. I'm going to laminate some tongue groove cedar chalet cedar boards together and then I'll overlap the pattern onto it, cut out the trees and the mountain scenes, and then it'll be mounted to a Baltic birch backer so that it'll all stand off with the
and
letters.
what you're seeing over the mountains is the last name.
Yeah, it's hard to see, but the letters will be over top of the mountains. And then for this logo here, I'm going to trim up some cedar as well into probably 3/4 inch strips, and then I'll do a herringbone for each one of these legs on here, and it'll be mounted to a Baltic birch backer as well.
Sir, shall I send Mark to his room again? Okay, Mimi. Let me know.
Hey, Mimi,
Mark.
haven't seen you in a while.
Mark says it was a joke. I just wanted you to repeat the whole thing, and you did. LOL.
Oh my God! Pay attention next time, Mark.
What?
Tiff said, "Glad he did. I missed some Mark. He thinks he knows you, Herb."
Oh, so there you go, Charles. Mimi's going to be in your area.
Yay!
Wait, wasn't she down in your area a while ago? Was it 6 months ago?
Yeah,
too?
but I think family obligations was unable to occur, sir.
Nah, she just didn't want to see you. That's what it was.
Well, that
It
wouldn't be
scared
the
her
first
off.
girl that was scared to come see me. And Jerry Blake's living beyond disability is saying hello to everyone. Technically, hey everyone, but yeah.
Hello again, Jerry.
Don't look.
I won't.
By the way, it's a subway night tonight, and my dog is sitting right next to me, starting her squealing again.
Hey, blab it.
What is a Subway night?
Subway is a sandwich style restaurant, sir.
Oh, I thought maybe that's when you take the subway train, not knowing where it goes.
We don't have them in Texas that I'm aware of. Do we?
Take the midnight train going.
It's the Underground
Billy
Railroad.
and Russ. We don't
Billy.
have subways in Texas, do we?
Subways? Not to my knowledge, but you might.
It's the Underground Railroad, isn't it?
That was
John
something
S.
else.
has joined us. Hello. And Lynn says, Charles, have you bought stock in Dr. Pepper yet? No, sir. I'm too busy buying Dr. Pepper to have the money to buy stock.
I'm gonna go make one cut on my saw. I'll be right back.
Hello, Jonas. The driller says Russ looks like my oldest brother.
Were you upset about that? No.
It's got to be the hair.
Yeah, I was like, there's 19 notes in here.
See, there's more than one eye candy in this world, Russ. Just saying. And Jeff says, keep singing Russ.
I can't sing.
I
I've
can't
been
either, but
told
that
I
never
have
stopped me.
something, but you just can't quite call it singing.
Dee Dee said Russ looks like my oldest brother. I'm sorry, Dee Dee.
We already read that.
Oh.
Well, he had to get that zinger in there. That's why he said it.
Damn
Had to
hippie.
zing me. I can't help it. You know, when you see me in person, I'm a nice looking fella.
I got a vouch for him there. I'm sorry, folks.
Watch out. They're going to be start calling us spooning again.
Mark said he don't sing good, but he sings loud.
Yep.
He said that's okay. I figured freedom of speech includes volume. And Tip says, me too, Mark. LOL. And the driller said LOL too. Yes, I just did the driller. Russ probably ain't as old as my brother, said the driller.
How old is your brother? Stop that.
Yes, sir.
Huh.
I don't know enough about any of that shit yet.
Somebody cussed it, dude. John says, oh, he's just saying hi to people. Hello. The driller says 75 is his brother's age.
You're right. I'm not that old. But I ain't her.
Jerry says, I sound like a dying cat in a hailstorm.
I'd like to hear Jerry trying to sing.
That I ain't gonna lie, me too.
With
I
that deep
live to regret
voice,
that, Russ.
he might have a baritone with that deep voice. All right. Off goes the camera so you don't, not the camera, but the
Microphone.
sound. Yeah. You don't have to hear me chomping.
Oh, God.
I cried.
But he will pump the hell out of a keyboard. And he'll tell you that. You would think that he had stubborn keys on his keyboard. He does like it.
That's because it's that blue Yeti right there, by God. It picks up everything I do.
Well, yeah. Okay.
Picks up everything
Got
Teresa
it.
does too.
Don't I know it?
God, it's hot in here. Dag it. Thank everybody for joining us on What If I Could,
She is a servant girl.
the channel.
Hey, John.
She didn't want
Who has a
Eating on
servant
the show,
girl?
buddy.
What was that?
Somebody has. So,
her husband by the
Jason's leaving us to go fishing. What were you saying, John?
I'm trying to listen to the background. I'm trying to listen to Billy. I'm trying to listen to Billy's background.
That's Billy. It's got to be
Right.
Billy. I'm trying to
Roger,
hear
the
the
Yeah,
husband.
sorry, my wife's got the TV
We're eavesdropping.
at about 860,000.
Mark Lindsay said, you ever heard Steve Nealon type? He sounds like he's hitting the keys from the next room with a hammer. Larry
Oh, I
says,
know.
I think good enough to run the dogs to the backyard, and it's a big backyard.
Every time on the show with Steve and he was typing, it's like.
Mr. Chris Nealon, Pizza Man, has joined us. Ouch. Hello,
Like
Mr.
that.
Chris Nealon. Everybody say
Hello,
hi to Chris
Chris.
Nealon.
Hi, Chris.
Hello,
Mr.
Chris.
Pete.
Pizza Man is just a term of endearment I gave him for no particular reason. Just saying.
Sorry, sir, I have
At
no money
all.
to pay you right now. Could you just answer that?
Holy heck, son, this ain't one of them. And Mark Lindsay said, when Steve presses the key on that keyboard, that sucker knows it's been pressed by God. He's that ice cream man tonight. Ice cream, you scream. We all scream for ice cream.
We should get Robin talking on here. Jeez.
She prefers to type, sir. She might mess up her nails. She looks
She's
all
just
balled
here
up.
to
We
be
don't
the eye
want to.
candy.
I
Yeah,
don't have nails.
I don't either. I think John froze up. No, he didn't. I saw Shadow.
Freeze up.
Sorry. I thought I was going to take over the show, and we know how that goes.
Oh,
Hello,
so
Christina.
in response to my the title of my show yesterday, Wedding Letters, right? And then it's John, sorry to inform you. Carrie asked me the same thing. She goes, John, what was with your title of your show yesterday? I'm like, what do you mean? And she goes, what was with the Dear John letter? I'm like, it's a wedding letter. She goes,
Irony.
oh, I got it. Yeah. I'm like, well, so what? Like, why am I getting so much grief over throwing one joke out there that goes over everybody's head?
I would have called it grief, just nobody understood. And Chris Nealon says Fenway Fudge, and I hate the Red Sox. Mimi Lord says I should be working on my project, but too tired. So sorry, Mimi. Chris Nealon says you could say I'm just reading the comment, packing the fudge away, but no. The Driller says, was it hot where y'all are today? Yes, sir. It was freaking Africa hot. 102 after 6 p.m.
Well, it's like, what's the title of today's show? It's
More Wedding Part 5?
yeah, question mark, because I don't know if this is 4 or 5, and then it says 2.0 is better. The first one was a beta version.
Yeah. It was
See,
hotter
that was
than all
funny
kinds
too.
of Hades. Yeah, I'm cracking up very much, sir.
Yeah.
I am. You couldn't hear that?
It's like a nervous laugh.
Sorry. I sat on the bed.
It was yeah, I looked it up earlier. So it was like 100 this afternoon, and now it's down to like 90 here. So it was 38, and now it's down to 32.
Mark Lindsay said it cooled down to 99 degrees, and that's just about 7 p.m. Nancy says down here in South Florida, barely go outside. It's so hot. Amen. Mimi's, Chris Nealon says, went to the beach today, first time in 5 years. He was wearing his mankini, by the way. Mimi Lord says, it was 96 here today, Willie 86 tomorrow with rain. Jerry says, more scrolling, different day. Love you too. Dennis says, hi, Chris.
Oh, I got a new follower on Twitch. Jeez, see, I should have been on Twitch right now too. I should be on Twitch right now. Jeez.
Mercy sakes, I think it's too late to add it now. I don't know. And
Yeah,
Mark
it is.
Lindsay said we hit a high today of 103 Fahrenheit for you outsiders.
Is that a song?
Fahrenheit? It was an
No,
album
no,
from. Oh, hell if I know. Might be a radio station.
Yeah. I got a fever of 103, isn't it? That's part of the song, isn't it?
I don't know.
What's that?
103.
I got a fever of 103. Tell me the song.
Hot-blooded.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, that's Hot Blooded
Hot-blooded. Okay, now it's there. Cool.
by Foreigner.
We've lost Russ. Hello, Billy.
Oh,
It's weird not seeing you in a recliner, sir.
I'm back. It's weird not being in one.
You spelled foreigner wrong, Mark Lindsay. Go to your room. Welcome back, Russ.
Yeah, Mark, with you in there. Darn foreigners don't want to spell properly.
Wait, that is I-4-E, except after C, and there's not a C, but it's still spelled wrong. Sorry.
It's
It
still
says
spelled
that's
wrong.
me. Yep.
Foreigner was
Yeah, Mr.
that was a
Cutting.
good song.
I
It
missed
says
her.
that's me, nothing special. Jerry says it's 103 between her and me. And Mark says I spell it how I want. All right, well, I ain't going to argue with that by God. I've had my fill of arguments today. I'm kidding. Back to you, John. And if nobody's gotten a good look at Herb's forehead, y'all check that out. It's in 3D. It's right there with you. Come on now.
Mark says all y'all can bite him.
I will not. I have no teeth.
He'll nibble you.
Damn, I ain't gonna nibble or gum.
What I missed while I was gone.
Apparently, I'm a nibbler now because let's all. Oh, hush. Not you, Billy. You didn't do
Well,
nothing
you
wrong.
said you didn't have no teeth, so I said, well, you didn't
Well,
come in
you can't
there.
nibble without teeth neither.
Yeah, you can.
Go. Never mind. I'm not going to give you all ideas. My favorite, really, Mark? Really? It's so much safer if I don't talk. I'm gonna be the eye candy now, Russ. Sorry, the candy's not always good.
Well, lately it's so much safer if I don't breathe.
I wonder why you said that quietly, Billy.
Because I ain't stupid.
Yeah, exactamundo. Jerry says, "Yeah, paint." Oh. Nancy says, "Was about to get my old scroll saw from my sister, but 2 of her kids got COVID, so we'll have to wait." So sorry,
Is it
Nancy.
shaking the whole house?
Mike says that spelling rule started with the Egyptians. I before ear except after C. Oh my Jesus.
Who's Jerry calling a paint chip nibbler?
His favorite target. Are you surprised, Billy? Come on now.
No.
Al Forte has joined us. The long version is Kilroy's Odessa Woodworking and Maker Shop.
Hello, Al.
Yo, bro.
79763.
Mr. Al Forte.
Hi, Al.
Hello.
Oh,
Al.
that's too bad, Nancy. Nancy said she was about to get her old scroll saw from her sister, but 2 of her kids got COVID, so
Yeah,
I'll
I read
have to
that.
wait.
I read that one.
I'm terrible sorry.
Wonderlicker, it's all right.
You know, every time I hear Al's name, it sounds it's so fancy. Al Forte.
Close high.
It just sounds fancy.
Kilroy,
Mr. Al
797.
Forte, who likes to shop at Target.
Yeah. And he likes Star Trek. Okay. Al broke girl's name is Tiff. If you can remember that, I know it can be hard to remember all these names, but
Yeah,
Mark Lynch said that-
TIFF.
Yeah. Thank you, Billy. Mark says
And Mark,
they don't teach that I before E except after C anymore because more words violate that rule than follow it. Well,
That's short for Tiffany.
well, Mark, and also the thing is, most of the K's are silent too. So
Speaking of Tiffany, Tiff, did you get those blades today?
Al Forte says, "Have you seen the video Shelley Cole did on my name?" No, sir, I have not. I don't.
I have not either.
Nope, have not.
And I'm subscribed to Shelly. I haven't seen her put out anything in a while.
And now, you know what Mom knows. Sorry, you got to do the thing. Okay, all right. You're muted, Russ. Okay. Poor Russ.
He knows.
About that banner. It looked like he was trying to talk about his food. Anyway, Al says it was not just my name, but she was hilarious. Jerry says, funny how the auto comment reader is skipping mine. I was trying not to encourage you, sir. Dang it. The auto comment reader. Just because I'm dedicated to my friends. Jerry said, I muted myself. Yep.
Tiffany said, Tiff said thanks, but I don't know.
Sometimes she'll say thanks when I tell people her actual name. I don't know if it's related to that or not. Al says, if I could post the URL, I would, but alas, I can't here. Yeah, all right.
Oh, but Robin can vote for you if you can find it.
Tiff says, yes, that was it. That was what?
That me. She was thanking me for telling Al her name.
Oh. Tiff, did you get your blades?
Dennis says, when I grow up to be a big stroller, I want to be like John.
They should be there by today.
What's that supposed to mean,
Too bad.
Dennis?
It means he admires your scrolling is my guess, but I could be wrong. He can clarify. Al says, hello, Dances with Lord Burks. And Dances with Lord Burks was formerly Midnight Joker, Mike Kim. Just
Correct.
in case you're keeping track.
Dennis, was that a fat joke?
Tip says, nope, they're in Abilene. And Al says I could send it to her at Facebook. At her Facebook.
What?
Wait, that's a
I'm
song
confused.
too, isn't it?
And I paid for like 2-day delivery. How can they just be in Abilene? That's
The
insane.
lovely postal service.
COVID.
Good God Almighty.
That's why it took 2 months.
I sent Pam's bowl to her the day before I sent Tiff those blades. Tiff's here in Texas. Pam is in Ohio, and she got that bowl in 3 days. This is just insane. I'm sorry, Herb. You were trying to say something.
I sent it to you, Mr. Alforte, on Messenger. And Tiff says, because they sent it up here from San Antonio.
So it takes longer for me to get something from San Antonio, Texas to Goldthwaite, Texas than it does for me to get something from San Antonio, Texas to BF, Ohio. That's nuts.
Yep. Excuse me, Jesus. And Robin, if y'all aren't friends on Facebook, watch for a notification saying Al Forte wants to send you a message, kind of thing, because I don't know how notifications go on the device you're using. Nancy says, wait. Tiff says, I don't know. Everything in Texas is slow as AF on deliveries. The driller says, yep. Nancy says, I sent a package from LA to South Florida and got there in 3 days. Tiff says, even my Amazon Prime takes more than 2 days coming out of Kyle, and that's in Texas. The driller says the pigeons couldn't fly that way. We are caught up.
Who's Kyle?
Kyle,
Mark
Texas.
said-
It was Mark making a lame joke. Sorry, Mark.
Oh.
Kyle's a male Karen.
Kyle's a what?
Male Karen.
Kyle's
You
a
know,
male
the
Karen.
Oh.
Stereotypical Karen. My wife's name is Karen, so I can't go along with that or I will die. But she is out of town, so there's that. Yeah, that might have hurt Kyle a little bit. I see where Marcus going with that, but Mark says, fair warning, I'm tired and punchy. The dumbest crap is funny as hell to me right now. Then I should keep you entertained all night, sir. Robin, Al just added you as a friend. That might expedite the messenger process, ma'am. God, I feel like a secretary.
He'll be right with you.
That's all right, folks. I'll laugh at my own jokes. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Gourd head.
All right. I've been called worse. Come on now. Ye diddly.
Sorry, Charles, I wasn't paying attention.
It's all good, baby. I've been called a Paint chip nibbler. I've been called the window licker. I've been called all kinds of stuff. By God,
You know me, I'm over here off in my own little world right now.
it's all good, baby. And Robin just posted the link out in the chat. Here's the video. I don't know which video it is now because it's been a while.
Probably
since-
Shelley Coles.
It's possible, bro. Oh yeah, the one Al Forte was. Yeah. Okay. That's what started all this.
Know what mom knows?
Yeah. One time she was talking about me on her channel and she said the infamous, because I made the same mistake, didn't know infamous was a negative thing. Yeah, she
Yeah.
just posted,
I'm-
a tip.
I'm on YouTube because one day I want to be infamous.
Well, it's like being extraordinary.
Yeah, and that's what some people think it means. And I made the mistake of publicly saying the infamous so and so, and that person got all pissed off at me. I made a simple mistake. Let's freak the hell out, please.
We're going to be infamous.
Hell yeah.
Well, but how is being extraordinary better than just regular ordinary?
Because I don't know. That is a contradiction in terms, is it not?
Yes, Tiff,
No,
that
it's
is.
But even though most people pronounce it extraordinary,
Yeah, they leave the A out. Extraordinary.
Extraordinary.
But
yeah, you're extraordinary.
right, that means above ordinary, actually.
Which makes it a contradiction. And the driller says like being an expert. Expert. And you know
Sounds
another
like,
word you never hear? You hear nonchalant.
military
You never hear chalant. You notice that?
Okay,
No,
Nonchalant,
military
but you
intelligence
hear
is an oxymoron.
That's fine if y'all
Yeah.
want to.
I agree with that, Billy.
Go ahead, John.
if we're gonna discuss words like that, Charles, then somewhere in the world there's a Bestershire.
Yeah, Worcester. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. See,
And you know why the English language is so hard to learn? Because they got words like tomb, comb, and bomb. All spelled the same except for the first letter, but pronounced three different ways. Yeah, and Martin Lindsay brings up another one. Gruntled or only disgruntled? Robin says, yes, I posted the video. I'm watching it. Jerry says, I'm an expert. I was a pervert before the stroke. I've been a pervert throughout.
bear, and bear.
Robin says, who's cooking? Tip says, oh, I thought you were looking for Al's channel.
No.
Robin hooked up with somebody?
What?
No wonder she's
Robin
wearing
hooked
that
up with
shirt.
Al? What?
Oh!
What?
And that's how rumors get started.
What the
Right,
hell's
that's
going
right,
on
yes.
in here?
Yeah, she wrote it. She said she hooked with Al.
She wrote it.
To whom it may concern, message received, I am analyzing now.
Especially
Not what
especially
you
in
think.
spit her.
And I got a blooming headache. Oh,
Mark said, I used to be a prevert. Then I was a pervert. Now I'm a provert.
I'm uncomfortable.
Tiff said, I'm not really paying attention. I'm working on a video. Jerry said, well, autocorrect did a number on me. I'm not going to even try and fix that.
I'm about ready to kick this dog out of the chair, and I'm gonna get in it. Hello, JJ.
Hello, JJ.
Hey, Jay.
Hello, Jay.
Robin says she just got to the Al Forte part. I think I need a drink. What do I want? Scotch?
What?
I don't want Dr. Pepper.
We cannot talk any longer.
Do I want scotch or do I want to open a bottle of wine or
Well, Scotch on rocks is better than Love on the Rocks right now.
do I want a beer? Mark said, "Have one for me, Billy. I don't drink anything stronger than pop, and Pop will drink damn near anything." Well, he would before they put him. He would before he got put in the home.
That's good. That was a good one.
I was about to say, I'm having to tell a Texan that they don't call it pop, but then I'm glad I waited.
Isn't it called Sody Pop?
Robin.
Soda water, or just we call it by name. No, we don't call everything Coke like people think we do.
What red lipstick? Robin's not wearing
On
red lipstick.
Shelly.
That's not me.
Shelly Cole.
Oh.
Yeah, in that video.
You could have warned me before you do that.
Why?
Why?
Because I was
It's not like
like
you were
right
cheating.
up close. No, I know, but I was watching that other
Do
video.
it again, John. Do it again. Do it again, John.
Uh-huh.
He said, Al said the video is about Eloy Escovedo, Jamie Page, Shane Cole, and me. Of course, I'm the sweetest. Tiff said, I'm glad I'm not on LOL. Yes, Robin. A lot of people know Shelley. A lot of makers, anyway. The older old time makers like Al, and Charles, and
What are you talking
Mark.
about? I know Shelly.
and
She
Yeah.
was to send me some awesome good cooking, but baking, and she wasn't allowed to send across the border.
So that's the
I got mine, buddy.
me too.
Yeah, everybody here got some of her bacon. I never got any because she wasn't allowed to send it across the border.
I got chocolate. I didn't get any bacon.
Good night, Mark.
No baking.
Good night, Mark. I didn't get anything.
I got mine. It was good.
I
Just trying to remember what the heck it was. It was good.
I met her several years ago through the what was that? Yeah, Maker's Rock Challenge. The video, the album cover thing.
Al said he won her Jars of Clay album on the Maker's Rock.
Oh, cool.
I still ain't heard who got John's album cover that I wanted.
What, the one I haven't drawn for yet? Because there wasn't a Maker's Rock this year.
Mm.
To whom it may concern, if you
Oh, there
cannot see
wasn't?
the
I
text-
thought there was.
If you can't see the
No.
text on my
Not
picture,
this
let
year.
me know. I will tape it out. Good night, Mark.
Okay. Scotch it is. I'll be right back.
Fine.
Hey Ross, how did you change your font?
He left
Dad
it.
blasted if I know.
Yeah. Ancient Chinese secret, sir. It's a Texas thing. Al says, not sure. The one I entered ended up on Pam's boxes in Ireland, I think. The one I made, I lost before I could mail it because I'm responsible. Yeah. Good Jerry says I started changing fonts in my life. Secret's out.
Yeah, that's probably where that font got changed at.
Yeah, I knew that. I just thought it was a secret. I thought you were being secretive, so I kept your secret. You're welcome.
No, I didn't. I said no, I didn't do it. So I had to be Joe. I didn't notice that he had changed mine. I thought he was just messing with yours that whole time.
It was after he did them weird fonts that we couldn't read of yours that he did that.
That means John should be able to do it as well.
Yes, sir.
But I can't. Like all I can do is change the wording.
Yeah, I don't know how Jerry was able to do it, but
He did it in his same StreamYard.
yeah. Oh, well, Jerry says I was keeping. Well, I don't know if I'm supposed to read the comment now. So I can't win either way I go. By God.
If he wants to keep it secret, he should have made that known.
That was Russ that said that.
Yeah, that was me, by God. I said it.
I didn't know it was a damn secret. Apparently it wasn't. All right. Hi, Robin. Or not.
Hi.
Hi. Hi, her. Or not. Wow. Tough love. I'm just kidding. Hi, John. Or not.
Okay,
Jerry
well,
says-
I guess I was muted.
I was just saying hi to everybody and feeling sorry for myself when nobody responded. I'm just
Oh, I'm
kidding.
sorry. Hi.
all good, baby. Dude, bro. Jerry says, might as well tell them now. And Russ, I did say my life when I did it, LMAO.
I don't recall it. That must have been when you we couldn't hear you good.
Al says, hi. I'm going to assume that's the way he said that. Hi.
Hi.
Howdy.
I don't know who he's talking to though.
That was Minnie Pearl
That's
and
Brenda
revisited by Brenda Gibson. Go ahead to her.
So that was Brenda G.
Yeah. Yeah, Brenda G, not Gibson.
Oh.
Lord Jesus.
Like we need some more cowbell here.
Oh, before I go any further, I better do something, but I forget to do, and I go to cussing in the morning.
10-100.
No, I got to say this,
Uh-oh.
because I am done.
Oh,
for the
save.
night.
Okay. Yeah, because that not saving will come back to bite you in the hind parts.
It sure is.
Yep, I
This is
found
a-
that out.
This is the second one I've done in the last 3 days. It's the same one.
Yeah, have you ever been to the point where like you don't know if you want to laugh or cry because like all that work I just did gone.
Put it this way,
Nostrovia.
both cats and the dog stayed hidden.
Oh hell! So I'm guessing that went well.
Oh man, that's good.
Thank you. I've been working out. Okay, now.
Oh, that's good.
Oh,
Thank you.
That's so good.
Nice to know my efforts worked out. Thank you, Billy. That's very heartwarming. Thank you.
I'm talking about this scotch, dweeb.
I'm not Scotch. I'm German, but thank you, Cletus. Ooh, don't say any more because I can't keep up. So far, I'm winning the wit. But Robin says, "What did you get, Billy?" Well, I believe it's Scotch.
It is scotch.
That's not what it sounds. It's not what it sounds like you got, Billy. So you got something else.
Oh, this is so good. So good.
I think I have a hunch Billy might like Scotch.
I do. This is 12-year-old Glenlivet.
This is closest. If I'm not mistaken, I think Billy is actually frolicking right now. It's not
I need to
giddy.
check the expiration on that, Billy. You know it goes
beg
bad
your
after a
pardon?
while, right?
No,
Just the expiration date on that, it goes bad after a while. It's like wine.
nope.
Mimi Lord says,
I thought I had a bottle open, but I didn't, so I had to open one. That's why it took so long.
Mercy sakes. Mimi Lord says, well, guess I've been fading in and out, so better fade out for good. Everyone have a great night. Good night, Mimi.
Not Mimi.
Well, Mimi, it'd be nice
Good
to
night,
see you on a
Mimi.
show. Join us tomorrow. It'd be nice to see you there.
Yeah. Robin
Oh, sorry.
said, my dad used to drink scotch, but I never liked it. My dad, when I was younger, drank Jim Beam. I had not a lot of good memories there, but my dad's a great man, passed away. Blah, blah, blah. My mom drank rye, says Robin.
Scotch is an acquired taste. So is rye, by the way, and I haven't acquired that taste.
So is Windex, I hear.
But
I
I
will
did.
not confirm or deny.
You know what I mean?
Not
I gradually came to like Scotch back in the late 70s.
I'm German.
And then I had a roommate from Australia. His father-in-law sent him over. We were both in mud school together. And his father-in-law sent him a bottle of Glenlivet from across the pond. And that's when I fell in love with single malt Scotch.
Robin says, I like Mike Hard. Mike's Hard Lemonade, LOL. Oh. I really got to work on my stutters and pauses and shit. Stuff. Sorry.
I know where Billy's mind just
I'm
went
about
to.
to go to my room. Larry says my dad liked 151 Bacardi rum.
Was it cider, Billy?
Was it what?
I
Was it
can't
cider?
recover. I can't recover from that.
Yes, sir. Was.
The driller says, Mud School, what was that?
It was Hardy.
Dick inside.
Oh, bloody hell.
Hot Dixon ciders.
Oh, bloody hell. I'm so uncomfortable right now.
When I get up in the morning, my mom likes to have a nice Dickens cider.
Holy monkey poop. I feel like I feel
We're
so
talking about a
insecure
real
right
drink.
now. I know.
Yeah. Dickens
It's like
cider.
like everybody wanted to have a mask debate on my channel once, and I like to have a coronary. And nobody held back. But y'all do you, boo. What is Mud School? The driller.
Oh, DD Driller wants to know what Mud School was. Mud School. I went to school to be a mud engineer. But today they call them drilling fluid technologists, I think.
Good night, Dennis.
It was night, Dennis. It was
Hey, Dennis.
There, Dennis.
Good night, Dennis.
you learn how to check the you learn how to check the viscosity of drilling fluid and how to which clays and things of that nature that you put in the water or in the drilling fluid to give it the viscosity that you want. And you have to test the viscosity and all of that stuff.
It's oil field related.
It is oil field
Yeah,
related.
it's referred to as mud. Some of it's actually
Yeah, it's
literal.
mud. Well,
That's
yeah,
what we
because
called
it's
it, was mud.
well, especially if it's some of the mud is barium, which is really heavy, and then some of the mud is bentonite, which is clay, and the clays is what the clay is microscopically is in platelets, and what happens is the weight of the water column will push those platelets of clay around the circumference of the hole, and basically seal it off so water doesn't leave the drilling column and get into the formations. That's the whole
hydrocele.
purpose of drilling fluid.
I heard that.
Or well,
Anyway.
one of the purposes. One of the purposes is that. One of the purposes is lubrication. And one of the
Really
purposes
couldn't wait to say that.
Yeah.
of the drill bit. Lubrication of the drill bit.
Yeah, and the fact that it's heavier helps because
And it
on
also
barium,
cools the drill
it
bit too.
doesn't flow. Yeah, I was trying
Well,
to
they
be
put
funny,
KY
but-
on it.
Tiff says for a minute. I don't know if there was a message before.
Well, I
that.
know just down the street from our shop, we got a mud blending facility. And like the first time I saw it, Seriously, is that for like making mud pies?
You do
And then
directional
the
drilling.
guy, would-
That's what
Yeah.
the DD stands for. Duh.
the guy that was
Okay.
asking
Yeah.
like,
Now we know.
no, it's
Yeah.
for. It's,
Yeah,
it's for making
directional-
mud for oil field stuff.
Yeah,
Do you mind
directional
if I
drilling
call
was
you? Sorry.
directional drilling was relatively new back then. I had an oilfield service company years ago.
You mind if I call you driller? It's more entertaining for me. Because I'm weird, but I respect what you do. Mike says, in that case, does it become a non-Newtonian fluid?
Yes,
I'll take your word for it.
and my you may use some of the drill bits that my son-in-law has designed. He is an engineer for Baker Hughes. He designs oilfield drill bits.
Russ, you mind letting the rest of us talk, sir?
I used to be a crane operator on a shore base, and sometimes out there on the platforms. I used to load up all kinds of mud and piping and drill bits and stabilizers and all that kind of stuff for the oil field industry. I did that for about 10 years before I got to the post office.
The driller wants to know, did you ever meet Frank Cannon from
Frank Cannon from Baroid.
Bayroyd.
Yeah, there's Baroid. No, I did not. My dad did. I haven't met him. My dad was a mud engineer as well.
Sorry, I was going up.
I never met anybody from that, but I did work for Bayroyd for about a year.
I was a mud engineer and a well logging geologist for many. That's what our service company was. Until the bottom fell out in 1983, and I lost everything but my house.
Yeah, I know the feeling. I lost my job too.
Well, I didn't just lose my job; I lost my company.
I made it through okay, in case anybody's wondering.
I found it kind of ironic up here when Baker Huggies got bought out by BJ Services. Come on, that was funny.
I'm
yeah.
sorry, I didn't quite hear what you said.
I didn't either. I just didn't have the heart to tell him. His audio crackled. a
Thought it
little.
was kind of ironic when Baker Huggies got bought
Baker
out
Hughes.
by BJ Services.
Hughes,
Yeah, that's what I said.
Hughes.
Huggies. Baker Huggies got bought out by BJ Services.
That's why I didn't laugh. It wasn't funny. Sorry, John. Sorry.
DD.
John,
I
you
did
got to
meet.
take that
I
one
did
out on the
meet.
road.
I did meet Red Adair, if you know who he is.
I do.
I don't.
Oilfield blowout specialist.
Yep,
I feel like me and Robert are the only ones here that have a damn clue what's been.
I was working a
you
well.
work in the oil field.
I was working a well in West Texas. The drill string separated, and it was blowing over the crown. 300 parts per million H2S. It doesn't take much H2S to kill you.
Yeah.
I'll be the one to ask. Is the well digger's ass really cold then?
Depends on the time of year and where you
All
are.
right.
So in
If he's in the well, yes.
in West Texas and up in southern New Mexico, yes, it's cold.
Okay. Because I knew somebody out there wanted to know, and I'm here for the people.
Colder than a well digger's ass. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Anyway, it was blowing over the crown, 300 parts per million H2S. The Railroad Commission came in. That's who controls the oil field stuff here in Texas. Railroad Commission came in and said, "You got 24 hours to shut it down, or we're going to torch it."
Mm-hmm.
So,
the driller said yes, it is, and yes, I do.
so Red comes out and pulls up in his Cadillac, gets out, breaks out, brand new coveralls for him and his crew. He stands around. A couple of the guys go up to the rig. We're a quarter of a mile away.
Mm-hmm.
And a couple of his guys go up to the rig with meters and they're checking it. They come back. Red says, "Is there any H2S on the ground?" His crew said, "Nope. It's all blowing."
Hey, Steve.
Hello, Steve Combs.
So
Welcome back.
he went up with no Scott pack. They had, they got oh crap. I can't remember what that thing's called now.
You didn't know all them
Basically, it
shipping
was
codes and stuff knew everything?
Basically it was a valve made out of a piece of pipe that was about 6
Blowout
inches in
preventer.
diameter. The BPs were closed, but the drill string had severed, so it was blowing through the rest of the
Okay,
drill string.
okay, yeah.
They didn't know how far down it had severed, so they were afraid if they shut the valve on that they screwed into the drill string,
Mm-hmm.
they didn't know if it would spaghetti that drill pipe all over the
Right.
place and blow it out. They don't
Yeah.
know how much weight's down
Hello,
there. So
Connie.
they built a tool to be able to shut it, to close it from the ground, so they didn't have to go up on the floor, which was about
Mhm.
60, 70 feet high.
I don't mean to interrupt
And
the
no, it
grilling
wasn't. It
party.
wasn't the Christmas tree
It
out.
was in the Christmas tree.
So they they had it installed and ready to shut off. So Red walks up and closes the valve, comes back, takes his coveralls off, throws them to the derrick hand, and gets back in his car and leaves. That was 20 grand,
Yep,
and that was in like 1979. So
that was good
Sorry to
money too,
interrupt your
boy.
oil drilling party, but Connie has joined us.
Hello, Connie.
And
Hello,
Honey.
Al says Christmas tree. Everybody's saying honey back and forth,
Yeah.
and we are caught up.
You know, for those who don't know,
Hello,
Christmas
Steve.
tree is a bunch of valves. It looks like a form of a Christmas tree.
that's why they call it a Christmas tree,
That's why
because
they
it's a
call it
bunch
the
of
Christmas
pipes
tree.
and
Yeah,
manifold and
Yeah.
all kinds of valves and
yeah,
Plus the
gauges
break.
and
yeah.
Al says, "Well, I tried. I'm a computer tech, not a roughneck." Hate to
Yeah,
want
it's
to say
okay.
that word he's heard before. By
It's
God.
okay, buddy.
I were a roughneck for a while. Best shape
I
I've
did
ever
that a
been
little
in
while
my
myself.
life.
My neck's kind of smooth myself.
I enjoyed it.
Thank you.
I did too. It was
tried
hard
to
work,
on myself.
It was hard work.
but man, I got in shape.
But you know
Slinging
now,
that iron will do that.
Hmm.
What was that,
but you
John?
know now, BOPs are installed on the wet before, when they're drilling through, in case you got blowouts, it automatically shuts it down anyway. It's all new safety protocols and everything else. You don't have guys
Yeah, a lot
running
of
out there
stuff
without
has changed.
Scott pass on and stuff, right?
You got to remember that we're talking 30, 40 years ago.
Oh no, I know that.
Yeah.
Oh wow. DD said he's been drilling where the drilling fluid froze, just going up the rack.
You just let me say the driller said, but okay. I get the next one. I'm just kidding. Mike says, I knew of Red Adair from putting out the oil wells in the Middle East.
Yeah. Yeah.
All I got out of that little quick meet was a Red Adair cap, and I didn't actually get that from him. I got that from my wife. Brought it home to me.
Mhm.
She got it from Red's daughter, who was staying at the Midland Hilton, where she was the reservations manager at the time.
I didn't get anything. Go figure.
And I've still got that cap.
I still don't have anything.
Well,
I
you know,
still got my
Charles.
old hard hat. Thinking of it.
Basically, he's just a guy, but he's no Brad Pitt, right? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Shania Twain.
See,
Al Forte
he's no Brad
says,
Pitt.
close,
Oh.
yeah, Shania Twain reference. It's a song. That don't impress me. It's a song. It's not personal. Al says, closest I ever came to oil field in the 80s after I got out of the Air Force was high pressure washing pulling rigs. All right.
Mm-hmm. Connie said she finally got halfway ripping out the floor. Good.
You can read that next one too, Billy. I don't want to interrupt you. I'm just messing with you.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Halfway, Connie.
And that was in Lubbock, though not in Odessa.
Me and Billy are so dedicated to them comments, we don't even hear each other half the time.
Oh, I heard you. I just wanted to break in
Aw.
to get so you could give your real throat a rest.
Oh, thank you. I'm still German though.
Back that middle finger you gave him.
No, I was pointing at the sky. So reach for the sky. You're number one. He said it kills my back. I got to it first. You're welcome, Billy.
So well, I bet, Connie. I bet it does. So I bet you were at Reese Air Force Base maybe when you got out, huh, Al? If you was in Lubbock.
Don't worry, folks. I can't relate to any of this either.
I can.
We're not part of the cool crowd
See,
like
I
you
hadn't
was.
read. I had not read his comment yet because it hadn't showed up in StreamYard, and he said, "Remember Reese Air Force Base, Billy?" Yes, that's a training. It was a training base, a flying training base, and I do remember it. I remember Webb as well in Big Spring,
Tim
but I was
says,
never fortunate enough to be stationed at either one of them because they didn't have my aircraft there.
Tiff says, John, are you cutting out the top set of letters separately and making the bottom set hollow?
Are you sure she said it and ask it?
She asked it. Yes.
Oh, she
I
asked
was
it. Yes,
said
ma'am.
as in I'm reading the comment.
Yes, Tiff.
Welcome back, Robin.
Thanks.
The bottom set will have a solid backer on it. The letters are cut, so the letters are negative cut out of it, and,
Mm-hmm.
and that the letters are positive cut out of the
They're
backer.
made of wood.
Letters.
Fine. Al says, I got to work on T-37, T-38, even got to fly a T-38 at Minot, North Dakota on a mission.
Mine.
Well,
I got to fly an O2A. That's the only thing I ever got to fly.
Way to gall darn money. Okay, well,
Up in Alaska. An O2A is basically a Cessna Skymaster. It's got twin engines. One pushes, one pulls, and twin tail boom. And it's a Cessna Skymaster with the back seats ripped out and full of electronics equipment.
hey,
Well, I got to fly from my aircraft carrier from there to shore base. I don't know how many miles it was, but it was a pretty good little jump. I had to testify in a court martial of a guy that tried to kill another guy, and I witnessed it. So I had to testify in his court martial, and then I got to get on that same helicopter. It was a big helicopter, they're like a Chinook, and head on back out, land back on that aircraft carrier. It was one of the coolest things I did. It was fun.
Yeah, but you didn't
So,
fly it.
I did not fly
Hey,
it.
Russ.
I float in it.
Russ, I got a question.
I actually got to
Uh-huh.
fly the
You're in the hell-
O2A.
All right.
When you're in the helicopter flying over the water, is the distance measured in nautical miles, and then when you land,
Yeah.
is it just rear miles?
Nautical miles.
We're the same distance.
No,
No.
they're a little different.
How is it different?
Don't get me to tell you what the difference is because I don't remember all that crap. But it's different.
Google is your friend.
Yeah.
I don't know none of this crap.
Charles, you hadn't been around.
Have to. Just
See,
not
We've
old
had
stuff.
varied lifestyles and jobs before we came here.
Yes, Connie,
I
there
do
is
know
a
that
girl
there's-
playing with a Twiggy toy as Russ's dog.
Okay, a
I do
nautical
know that
mile
it
is
was
slightly
about-
long. A nautical mile is slightly longer than a mile, equaling 1.1508 land measured miles.
It's a little
Why?
bit more.
Why is it longer?
I don't know. The nautical mile is based on the Earth's longitude and latitude coordinates, with 1 nautical mile equaling 1 minute of latitude.
There you go.
That's why,
That's why.
sir.
But you're flying from point A to point B, distance not the same.
Not nautical miles.
Mm-mm.
Yes, and that is my dog squeaking a squeaker toy, and I can't make him stop.
Not without charges.
Yeah, because my wife would be the one getting charges. She'd be killing me.
I'm with you, Steve Combs.
Al said, "Pilot, let me have some stick time," and we did aileron roll straight down at 720 knots. 710 knots. That's cool. Doing 2 aileron rolls a second. That's pretty cool. I didn't do that much maneuvering with that O2. I
Oh,
did.
Man.
I did turn it and dive and climb and stuff, but
We
it was fun.
we had a Vietnam era helicopter pilot working for the company I was when I worked offshore as a rigger. And if you hadn't flown before, that was a special treat for him. because he would give you one hell of a ride. And believe me when I tell you, I had not flown, and my foreman made sure to mention that to him. So as we're leaving the platform for the day, going back to the shore base, he takes off from the helipad, and there's the two wells out there in the water not far off the platform. And that little son of a gun, he picked up and he dove straight at him. And as soon as he got to him, he flipped the helicopter sideways, flew right by him, sideways, and he scared the living crap out of me. My hands were holding on to that seat in front of me, and I was gripping tight for life, buddy. My hands were plumb white. And he did that multiple times. He got it up to a couple thousand feet and then just shut the blade, went into auto rotation. And we just dropped.
Oh,
And
Larry.
as soon as we did that, my hands are reaching back up trying to grab my stomach because it's still up there. I said,
Night,
holy
Larry.
crap. Man, he scared the living crap out of me. I tried my best not to let him see it. But
Robin.
I'm sure he knew.
Best-
Robin posted a link to Connie's channel, and Larry Aldridge is leaving.
The best ride of my life was in
Night.
1991. I went up in a Air Force Air Rescue Pave Hawk, which is basically the Air Force version of the Black Hawk helicopter. And we flew it from the 106th Air Rescue Group out on Long Island, down the island to the city, over Central Park. We flew around the statue at torch level.
That's so cool.
It was awesome. Awesome.
But you can't do that now.
Yeah, I know that whenever I was working during the summertime on that same job, the only saving grace I had on that was the pilot would buzz the beach when we were coming back in. And all the women out there, sunbathing, and some of them didn't have their tops on them. When they picked their head up, you could get a good view. That was nice of them. We appreciated it.
Yeah.
Every day we buzzed the beach.
I was thinking catch 22.
Uh, Where'd Charles go?
I don't know. He just dropped off.
I guess he didn't understand none of that, so I guess he took off. Come on, Charles.
That or he's got internet issues. I don't know.
No.
Those are fun times, though.
Mm-hmm.
Fun times.
Sorry. We military people will shut up now.
Yep.
Maybe.
For a spell.
I can't help it. I have spirits.
Yep, me too.
Hi, Robin.
Hi, Robin.
I'm reading.
What are you eating now?
You're reading.
Popcorn. Good too.
I bet. Steve C said he flew a Learjet one time. I bet that was cool, Steve.
Oh, I bet that was. I never got to fly the helicopters. I rode with them every day, but my friend that used to fill them up with fuel for a living, he got to fly. Maybe let him.
I never really wanted to fly a helicopter. However,
I
I
do.
wanted to my AFC of choice. That was my Air Force specialty code. My AFC was helicopter mechanic, and the reason I wanted to be a helicopter mechanic was because I knew they had helicopters at Elmendorf in Anchorage, and I wanted to go back to Alaska. I'd been up there as a 7th grader and I absolutely loved it, and I wanted to go back. And I said one day I'll be back in Alaska. Stupid me came home when he got out instead of staying up there. But it was. But the Air Force and all their wisdom said, "Well, it'll delay your enlistment by 8 months because we don't have any openings in tech school for helicopter mechanic." But I had a high electronics aptitude, so that's where they wanted me anyway.
Yeah.
So I went avionics instead, and I let them talk me into it, and I shouldn't have.
I know one of the instructors I had in the Navy in electronics school. He was a retired Air Force, and he was a hell of an instructor. Really knew his stuff.
I'm a certified master instructor.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you know your stuff, you're good. He was able to, convey the information and make you understand it. Whereas some folks just can't do that. They just throw it out there, spew it, and if you have questions, they don't understand it. But he did. He understood it. Oh, Driller, I was on Coral Sea back in the mid-'70s. Westpac.
That doesn't sound like a real name of a ship.
USS Coral Sea. Yeah, look her up.
Yeah.
Oh, see, there you go. There you go. USC. Now it's a real ship, right?
Yeah. She was well respected during her time in World War II and beyond.
Yes, she was.
Yeah, Independence, yeah. Sister ship.
That's funny, Steve.
Yeah,
Well, Billy, it's
but I
it's
was used
quick
to
little-
it then, and I was younger then, and it didn't bother me then.
Well, I tell you
So-
what, that Steve C is a wealth of information.
Yeah, you can just.
Billy,
Kiss my
where
butt.
you Billy, where
You broke up, John.
you at?
San Antonio.
Doesn't get cold anymore. He's not used to it.
San Antonio to Anchorage is
Pretty good little jump.
It's a pretty quick little drive. It goes right through Grand Prairie. It goes right by my house.
Speaking of that, John,
I've been up that road. I've been up that road once and down it twice.
See that? You go right by my house.
Well, I should have waved at you.
he wasn't even thought of them, probably.
Probably not.
John, as I turned my computer on today, the image that pops up is of a
Steve
national park
Nealon.
in Alberta,
Where?
Banff,
Where? Which one?
BANF, Banff or something like that.
Yeah. FF.
Night, Jerry.
Yeah, FF. Yeah, that popped up on my screen. I said,
Hi, Jerry.
"That's in Alberta." Bacon Boy's probably been there.
Steve
it's a
Nealon
tourist
said, "Yeah, but it's changed
Yeah,
since 1920, Billy."
That thing is beautiful.
I put signs up there.
Oh
And
yeah.
Jasper and Lake Louise.
Wow. Yeah, that
Crap.
picture that came up was absolutely gorgeous.
We're all tourists. I'm
Good night,
telling you.
Jerry.
1920.
Yeah, I didn't believe that crap. I know Billy's old, but he ain't that old.
Hell, even my daddy ain't that old.
Mine was, by the way. He ain't born in
Mine-
1920.
Mine wasn't. Mine was born in 1935.
Yeah, my mother was born in 36.
My mom was born in 1929. She had me late. Like she was 38 or something when she had me.
Says Robin, who is still wet behind the ears.
Yeah. My dad, he's my stepdad. He was born in 1920, but he went in the Navy as a Seabee and got to Pearl Harbor just after the bombing and stuff. So he said he didn't get in that part of it, but he said he had to drive those bulldozers and stuff with the box blade on them raised up so he could try to knock down those pill boxes that the Japanese were in. And they were shooting at him. So he did a lot of that and repairing airfields and stuff
Driller
like that.
said his granddad was in World War I. Mine was in World War II.
Yeah, mine too.
He was a member of
I
the.
got an uncle. Go on.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. It's your
I was
story.
going to say my granddad was a member of the. He was in the ferrying service, ferrying command, stationed at Midland Airfield, and he was a firefighter. And that's where they would ferry the aircraft from California, where they were built, fly them across the country. Midland was a stopping point. And they'd refuel them and they'd send them onto the East Coast, where they would put them on ships or whatever, or fly them across over to Europe. That's what he did. Connie said her
was part of the
granddad was
mission.
born in 1886. I don't remember when mine was born.
I don't either.
I had a great uncle for the Aleutian War.
Fought the Aleuts, did he?
Yeah, well, no. Basically, there was a Canadian contingent that went up there first to build the trench in and everything else for the Americans because they were too busy over Germany, so they can come back and fight the Japanese, right?
Right. Yes, Jerry. I mean, Al, whatever your name is, Midland Airfield. It's now Midland Airport or Midland, whatever they're calling it these days. But it was actually an Army Air Corps base back then. Oh, it's now called Midland International Air and Spaceport.
Spaceport. Yeah, that's what I'm
So,
talking
what are they landing? What stellar?
about. UFOs can land there.
What stellar vehicles are landing there now, Al?
You remember seeing the Enterprise land out there?
Oh, really? On the back of a 747? Or touchdown?
Yeah, I've been over there to Cape Canaveral in Florida and went through all that. Boy, it was nice. Of course, I've been to Houston as well.
Well, I know my granddad was born in the 1800s. I just don't remember the date.
Mine had to have been because he was older than my stepfather, so he had to have been right around that time.
Let's see. I was 9 when my mother's dad died, and he was 59. So he was born in 18. So that's 60. Okay, 9 and 59 is 68. He was born. That's 13. 1887, and I don't know how much older than my other granddad he was.
You want to see if Al wants to come on the show?
There was actually a company called X Car that almost did some of their R&R there at Midland Air.
Almost did.
Yeah. That popcorn sure looks good, Robin. She's ignoring me.
No, I'm not.
Ah.
I'm enjoying this popcorn. I haven't eaten anything sugary in a long time.
Oh, it's sugary popcorn. That's why. That caramel stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's okay.
And the
Oh,
cheese.
sorry
And the
about
cheese,
that.
too.
Glad to
Do
have you
what?
back, Herb.
And what too?
Yeah, cheese.
Oh, yeah, that's what I thought that mixture was.
Mm.
Caramel and cheese.
I don't think I've ever had it, both of them on one. I've had them each of them separately.
Well, I've had one of those big tins, you know, that's
Right,
got 4
same
different
here.
kinds,
Right.
and I'll get some of the caramel and some of the cheese, and yeah, oh yeah, it's good.
Oh, okay. I always try to finish one before I start the other, trying to save one the best for last, you know.
I used to do that. I don't do that anymore.
Yeah, right now, Chris, John
Welcome
is the
back,
only one doing it.
Herbalicious.
Yeah, sorry I had to leave like that. I got so hot, I literally had to go jump in the shower.
It's okay.
Wow.
Okay, Chris Nealon says,
Just
"What's
don't
everybody
have-
making?" John can't be the only one busy. I'm making. Chris, I'm making this here scotch turn into painkiller. That's what I'm doing.
And I just almost
Because-
finished designing the pattern.
Because when this one is gone, I'm gonna go get me another.
Drink one for me, Billy.
I will.
Yeah, do that for me too, because I don't drink.
I'm thinking about taking old Mark Bowden's advice.
Oh,
What that is?
It's not family friendly.
Oh, never mind then.
private chat.
Well, just to pull off, he got a nice sip pop.
Stepped in what?
He got him a nice lollipop and shoved it up the backside to cool off.
Oh,
Oh.
Said on a good note, though, it got rid of his hemorrhoid.
yes,
I bet it did.
yes, Chris. It is Glenlivet, 12-year-old.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I don't know why I said that. It just,
I've got some 18-year-old Glenfiddich that I'm kind of saving.
oh,
Connie says her dad was
Headquarters.
his headquarters for communications. He was one of the best ham operators. Cool.
but I'm gonna mute myself.
Ham.
Bacon.
Somebody said bacon.
Ham.
I thought you didn't like ham, John.
That's Russell.
That's who?
Russell.
Oh. Rusty Nads don't like ham?
Russ don't.
Oh, no.
Russ don't like ham.
No. No. I absolutely.
I'll eat every part of. I'll eat every part of a pig.
I can't.
Well, I'll have one for you, Chris, but it won't be neat.
I didn't think it was.
I like it neat, but I drink too much that way. So I have to water it down a little with some ice. Oh, Connie's dad was in Nam. Is he still alive, Connie?
What y'all do? Run Charles off?
I reckon.
I guess he didn't know what we were talking about, so I think he just decided to leave.
Chris said, my son gave me a single malt scotch from Japan. Who knew they made a great scotch? Really? I've heard they did.
make good scotch. They make good beer. They make good sake.
Yeah, I like
Sake.
sake. I do like some Japanese beers. Yes, I do. I've not tried Japanese scotch yet, single malt anyway, or actually any of it. But I didn't realize they had made a single malt.
Who's typing? Is that Russ?
Oh hell, it's them hard clamming I do on the keyboard.
Connie said his call sign was Whiskey 6 November Zebra X-Ray.
X-ray
When he passed away, my brother was his call sign. Cool.
has his call sign. Yeah,
Oh, has his call sign. Yeah.
that's cool.
Well, I thank him posthumously for his service, Connie.
Yes, indeed.
And especially if he made it home safe. If he was still alive, I would say, welcome back, brother. Every time I
Especially
see
being from
somebody,
Vietnam. Yeah.
every time I see a Vietnam vet,
Yep.
I go up and I don't care COVID or not, I go up and shake their hand and tell them welcome home and thank them for their service. I'm
didn't
not a
get that
Vietnam.
when they came back home.
I'm not a Vietnam vet, but I'm Nam era.
I'm Nam era too. It was
And I almost
peacetime.
went. I had orders to Vietnam.
Yeah.
And 2 weeks after I was still in tech school, and 2 weeks after I got my orders, Nixon said,
They cut
"We're
the
coming
draft.
home."
Yeah.
So I followed the wing. The wing had just come back from Phnom Penh, and I followed the wing to Seymour Johnson from Lowry Air Force Base in Denver.
hmm I got to my ship just after they got back from Vietnam. I was close, but I was just a little too young to get there.
I wasn't. Well, I was
Yeah,
actually.
you were young too.
However, I was the youngest buck sergeant ever selected to join the Blue Angels.
Wow.
Cool.
That would have been cool. You notice I said would have been.
Yeah.
Because the way my luck goes, I got selected to join the Blue Angels. And
Navy.
I mean, not the Blue Angels, the Thunderbirds. I'm sorry.
Thunderbirds. Okay.
Yeah, the Thunderbirds. They were flying F4E model, which was my aircraft. My career field was aircraft specific. I could only work on the F4E. And I got selected to join the Thunderbirds, and the gas shortage of 1974 hit. That fake gas shortage. We had tankers stacked up off the coast to unload at the refineries. We didn't have a damn gas shortage. That was a bunch of crap.
Yeah, we had them.
Because my dad was in the oil field at the time, and he told me he knew he was working offshore. Anyway, the gas shortage hit, and the Air Force couldn't afford to fly the F-4s anymore. So they went from flying the F-4s to the T-38 Talon.
Yeah.
Air Force the Thunderbirds were supposed to be a fighter jet group, you know,
Mm-hmm.
not those T-38s. If they'd have been F-5s, I would have been quite so mad, but which is the same airframe, just different configuration.
Well, Herbie,
Donnie said he made it back
that
and passed
picture,
away
that
from
pattern
lung
looks
cancer.
pretty stinking good.
So I didn't get to
Thank
join
you.
the Thunderbirds. Damn it.
When you gonna start cutting it?
I'm not. It's not for me.
Oh.
He's making that for Johnny B.
Oh, okay.
Or was I not supposed to say that?
Oh, he already knows. Yeah, his wife actually took a picture of the cabin when they went on one of their little trips.
Well,
Background is,
well, I know the
one
three of
I've
us.
been
The three of us were talking about it earlier today, Herb, on my live. I just didn't know if anybody else was supposed to know or not.
Yeah, he said I could tell anybody I wanted to.
It really, I don't know. There's nothing there that could be a secret. I mean, if you don't want anybody to know, that's fine. But
He just wanted to
Special
keep
present.
quiet about it in case it looked like shebang. But I think
I can't hear a damn thing you're saying.
Yeah, me.
No, I can't either for the.
Tornado.
There you go.
Yeah.
well, my
Hurricane
yacht
Herbie.
is sitting on an ice pop. It's just bloody hot in here running off one air conditioner.
Oh yeah. Tiffany asked you finished for the night, John.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm just printing off my stuff for tomorrow.
And that pattern came out really nice.
Well, while he's still on, I'm gonna take a quick run down the hall. I'll be right back. I need another scotch.
Okay.
And we're gone.
That would be mean.
It's happened before.
It has?
Yes. Somebody comes back and there's nobody there.
Oh.
Yeah, if I do another one, I ain't gonna have all them bloody pine trees in the back of it. But that's a picture we took of the background when we went to Colorado.
Yeah. We got to get the detail in there, or it really just doesn't look good.
I told them there's over 500 holes in this one. Have fun. I ain't counting them, but
Is he okay with you spreading it around to anybody that wants it, or does he want that exclusive?
he said I can do whatever I want to, but he wanted to do it first.
Okay. That's cool.
Oh, so greedy.
Tiffany asked, what program did you use for that?
Gimp.
GIMP.
I can't tell you. That's a secret.
Tell you have to kill you.
But as feeble as my mind is, it took me 2 years to learn that program. And I had to get an English dude to teach me.
You know, I started out with GIMP and Inkscape, both. And I never went to CorelDRAW because it was too expensive. But I had an old copy of Adobe Photoshop Elements. It's not the Photoshop program, it's just an offshoot of it. And so I put that in there and I said, all right, let me see what I can do with that. And it come out pretty good. So I went back to GIMP. Now I can use Inkscape for certain things, but it's changed so much and I've forgotten how to do what I used to know how to do. So
That's good, Connie.
Another learning curve to pick it back up again. Yeah, Tiffany, those are that's a free alternative to Adobe.
What's that?
Adobe is too expensive, even on a subscription.
Yeah, that's what I wanted, but
Yeah, you got to buy
No.
a subscription now. You can't even buy the program. They're doing everything online. You have to buy a subscription.
I know
What's a good free?
GIMP is it's
yeah.
a pretty decent program.
I have GIMP. It's not bad.
Yeah. I took it off my computer years ago, but I did use it for a while.
Well, they're coming out with 3 now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like my stepmother, Connie. She's my mama. She raised me since I was 5.
Yeah.
But this guy's tutorial has been helping me.
This
They're
one
long.
I did
They're
that with
3 hours.
Photoshop Elements instead of GIMP. But it could have been done with GIMP as well. But to me, it just was easier with Photoshop Elements.
Mike said he likes Inkscape too,
Yeah,
similar to the old Adobe Illustrator.
yeah. They're actually for 2 different styles. GIMP is more for photos, and Inkscape is more for vectors, line drawing. For the most part. Thanks, DD. Yeah, I did that one back when I first got started in the business.
Driller said that's cool, Russ.
Yeah.
Robin
I
said
did
looks
one
like
of-
I don't know why she put it in the chat. But she said it looks like her hair from last night. Sort
Kind of
of,
does a little bit, don't
a
it?
little bit.
But I did one of Charles Deering one time. He put he put a picture of himself on. He was experimenting with shadows and stuff. So he took a picture, a self-portrait of himself, and he put it on, and half his face was in shadow and dark. You couldn't really see it. You could only see one side. And he made a portrait of himself from that picture, and I made a portrait of him from that picture. When I showed him mine, he said, yours looks more like me than mine did. It came out really nice. I got it in the shop somewhere, if I didn't throw it away.
Coolio, Julio.
It was done with Photoshop Elements. An old version of Elements. Still works though.
Elementary, my dear Watson.
Now I have that Wacom tablet, so I start drawing out. See how it works. My wife swears by that thing, and I bought mine. I haven't had an idea in my head yet what to do with it.
God, I was just made. You said that something about that tablet, and I was immediately thrown back to the 1990s and the digitizer pads that we used to draw with.
Yeah. Well,
Wow.
the tablet that I've got is the same one that Shaylee's got.
Apparently,
Oh,
Tiff too,
Tiffany's
because
got
she
one
says
too?
I love
Okay.
my Wacom.
Yeah, I got the one that you can draw right on. It looks like it's on your screen and all that. Yeah, the digital one or something like that. Can't remember what it is.
You and me both, Chris Nealon.
No,
He
they're
said those
not.
programs are all too complicated for me.
No, they're not.
Well, no,
Now
they're
sit
they're
down and
probably
do it.
they're probably not. There's the
learn it.
problem is that I don't want to take the time to learn the software.
Yeah, that
I
lies
have-
the rub.
Because I've been a programmer, and I don't want to learn any more. I don't want to learn any more software. I don't want to learn any more languages. I don't want to learn any more of that crap. I want to go out to my shop and do woodworking.
Same here.
I don't want to learn that stuff. I just don't.
I want to just scan something in and just have it instantly freaking do what I needed to do.
Now, wouldn't that be nice? Oh, CNC and lasers. I don't have a laser yet. I think that's one of my next.
That's why I stay away
wish
from
list.
CNC and lasers too, Chris.
I
by
like
the way.
CNC. I can't help it. I love it. I wanted one of those back when I first started with the scroll saw and got in the community. And I wanted
If I
the
need
CNC.
if I need something CNC, you gonna do it for me for free?
we
That's
may
what I
barter.
thought.
We may barter. I might need something turned. Actually, I was thinking about you anyway because I had a project in mind. And
Uh-oh.
you know, it's one of these. My grandson came up to me the last time he was here. He's 6, and he said, "Can you make me something?" I said, "What do you want?" He said, "Either make me a Captain America shield, or make me the Iron Man head." I said, "Which one do you want most?"
Shield it is.
The shield it is, buddy.
How big's
That's
it
what
gotta
he
be?
wants. Oh, I'm looking in my shop right now. I think I have a 15-inch round in the shop. It's probably on the order of inch and a half thick, inch and a quarter,
Yeah.
something like that. And I can make it on the top where all the design is. I
Right.
can make that 3D, and I can make it curved.
Right.
But it's the other side, the inside where the straps go. That kind of needed to be dug out a little bit like a bowl, but not,
Right.
a thin dig on it. And so I thought, well, hell, Billy might be able to handle that. Just
I
depends on the
might.
size.
The size isn't a problem. We just have to be able to figure out a way for me to. First off, I would need to know how much arc to put in it,
Yeah, right,
how much to leave,
right,
because I have to have a flat spot in order to mount it to the lathe.
right.
I can't
right,
take one after you've already cut it
right.
and match the curve. That would be the easiest way to do it, but I would screw up what you did, or
Right. So
I would
the way
risk screwing up what you did.
you would have to do your part first.
So I'd have to do my part first.
Yeah, I thought about that as well. But that'd be a pretty good gift for that little boy. So
Drillers.
I've already got the pattern designed,
Driller
I just
asked
have-
an important scrolling question. He said, "Do any of you use an oversized printer for scrolling?" I don't. If
Just
I'm
print
going
out
to,
multiple pages.
yeah, I just print out multiple pages, or I will take it online to Rapid Resizer, and it automatically puts it on the pages that for me,
Yeah.
and rapidresizer.com, and then I can print them from there. So I'll do it one of two ways.
Yeah.
But Rapid
If you-
Resizer is
See,
your friend there.
I got Corral, and you can actually print top pages with registration marks, so
Right.
it's easier to print large stuff off. But if I want to, I could just go to work and print it on one of the plotter machines there.
Oh yeah, you could.
Up
If
to
your
63
printer
inches.
will print poster size, you can have it no problem that way. Sometimes it's
Right.
a little hard. I use the Photoshop elements to enlarge mine and print however many pages it takes for that.
It's
Yeah.
good, Robin, and no,
Team CNC, Al.
I'm not feeling it.
How many do you have to drink to feel it?
I don't
How
know.
long is the day?
No,
So,
I don't know,
is
4 or
it-
5 maybe.
Is it 2 fingers full from the bottom or the top?
Top. But I produce. I have the gene for producing alcohol dehydrogenase, so I break it down pretty quick.
Mike said he's been developing
That's
digital
the
indexing for his
that's the
lathe.
European in me, not the engine part, thankfully.
Hey, Mike, maybe you ought to talk to Al. He's well versed in the Arduino.
First programming since '99. Yeah. I used to do Fortran, COBOL.
I started learning all that, but then got into
friends.
something else.
That was my oldest son. And
Give him a bottle. Give him a glass of that scotch. He looked at me
No.
like, no.
no.
But anyway, fellas, I think I'm gonna get off here and go get in the recliner.
All right, Herbie.
Okay.
I'll take care.
I don't share my good.
Yep.
I don't share my
to you
good
later,
hooch. I just don't.
Al says he swings both ways, CNC
I beg your pardon?
and scroll saw.
That's more information than we needed to know, Al.
I thought about it, but when I said it, I'm gonna say it anyway. Hey Al, I'm team CNC and team scroll saw. I'm a hybrid.
TMI.
Hybrid. That's what I call it.
Yeah, I've been around a while, Mike.
COBOL, boy, that was back in the day. Now I'm gonna tell you one fella.
I never
Jerry
learned
Brown.
C or C++ though either.
Yeah, Jerry Brown is one of those guys that has got so many computer languages in his mind. It's unbelievable.
I did know Ada, which is kind of a COBOL Fortran based thing, but it was an Air Force programming language. The one cool thing about Ada, and it unfortunately never came to fruition, was the way Ada was developed. You could program modules
Yeah.
of code that would do the same thing every
Feature,
time you plugged them
Lisa.
into another program.
Hi, Teresa.
Right.
And the concept was outstanding because you could have this huge database of all of these programming modules that you could just go out and grab and plug into other programs, right, to do the same thing. Problem is nobody ever created the database for it, and it never came to fruition, so it was all a moot point.
Oh,
Yay, Air Force.
yeah. Went on the bigger and better.
I did a video once in the 80s. It was about pythons, but I don't think it's the same thing you're talking about.
Mike asks if Python is a variant of a C variant.
Beats my two pair, Mike.
Yeah.
Robin, smile when you look at me in that tone of voice.
You got to. Come on, break it out. Oh, look at John. John was giving you a big one.
Yeah, he did. Thank you, John. Love you too.
Al said, yeah, Python is written in C.
Well, for those that are interested, I'll be back to my turning stuff tomorrow. Continuing on my
Can't keep
continuing on my segmented salad bowl. Well, no, I'll do a little bit. I've got a little bit of stuff to do on the my scrolled box, but that reminds me, I need to get that stuff ordered from Wooden Teddy Bear. Get those plans ordered so I can do some more scrolling. Shut up, John.
It's not. When you said wooden teddy bear, I flashed back to another company. Scroller Online, I think is the company. They send me a book every now and then. Got a lot of good stuff in it, but they don't. You can't download those files from them. You have to. They send you the paper copies.
Shame on you, Robin.
It's aggravating to me.
What?
For once, Dancer was being serious.
What are you doing tomorrow?
Well, I bet if you wear that little shirt you got on, he might let you come with him.
No, last time I was alone, he came. He was standing by the window here. We have like a picture window,
Mm-hmm.
and I just happened to look over, and he was standing right there at the window,
Wow.
and it freaked me out.
Freaky.
Yeah. Tiffany was like, "Close the
Connie.
curtains."
Somebody did that here. I put a bullet in them.
Yeah, because you would be able to catch yourself in time.
All right, Connie. Have a
Good
good
night,
night,
Connie.
sweetie. What?
What was
Straw.
that?
What?
What was the
Something
hell?
yelled, hey,
was
I yelled
for?
straw.
Oh, I heard something else before that.
I heard something else before that.
Oh, I heard
Rewind.
somebody yell, hey.
Yeah,
That's what I
that-
thought. It wasn't over here.
not here.
Maybe it was. Did you say hey? You're ignoring me.
Must have been him then.
It must have been.
Yeah.
We're gonna blame it on him anyway.
Yeah.
Tiff said, hell yes. I'm assuming she's talking about the bullet in him.
Yeah, I would think so. She also said, "Thanks for that, John."
Your scotch is really, my scotch is really good, Chris.
It wasn't neat, Chris, but it's still good.
No, it wasn't neat. It's about as close to neat as you can get without the ice.
All right. Good night, Mike.
Night, Mike.
Sure, Mike,
Yep, that
leave
was
us
that
now.
one. Yeah,
4:30 in the afternoon.
She
What are you
said
talking
for
about? You
yawning.
gotta go to bed.
yeah.
Me too, Chris. Nope. You wouldn't shit you. You're my favorite
Nope,
turd.
not at all. Not shitting you at all. Tell him that. Tell him that.
That was Robin's husband.
I know.
I know. Tell him we're not shitting. We're not shitting him. We're being real.
Totally.
Say it. Come on.
She's not gonna do it. She's not gonna do it.
I'm not doing it. It's chicken.
All right.
Call it,
Since I'm
buddy.
yawned, since I'm hungry, I'm gonna go inside.
All
But I
right.
will be on
Okay,
tomorrow.
then. I'll be on
Cool.
the
No
show
time yet,
tomorrow.
though, but I'll be on tomorrow.
If you're on late, I'll
Depends on
see
when.
you later.
Well, it depends on when Robin starts texting me.
Yeah.
When you going on? When you going on?
Hey, Robin.
Yeah.
Tiff said you could have avoided all this if you were up in your craft room.
Yeah. Maybe I'll go up there tomorrow. I actually have to do some crafting.
Yes, you do.
Hmm. I have to finish something for Tiffany's collab on Sunday.
Duh.
All right, everybody. I think John is ready to go. We'll
right,
See you
so-
later.
Take care. Stay
Hey,
safe.
like
We'll
that,
see
Al.
you
Good night,
all
everybody.
tomorrow sometime.
And for Al,
Yeah, thanks all for being on the show. Steve and Chris and Tiff and Teresa that just came in late. Everybody else is out there.
thanks for having us.
Herb's gonna miss us though, 'cause he's gonna go to the chair and come back and go, where did everybody go?
He's on the thing. He knows we're leaving.
Oh, there he is.
Teresa, who came in late?
Not
I didn't see it,
TV.
Teresa.
Yeah, there was one.
Teresa, I'm sorry I missed you and didn't say hello. My bad.
Not my Teresa though.
But we'll be on later. We'll be on longer tomorrow, so we'll see y'all later. All right, take care.
All right.
All right, John,
Bye,
have a good one.
everybody.